Welcome to Hebrew Words in Scripture. We're with change of venue today. We're filming from Westport, Washington. This will be lesson 63, and we're going to study Zebulun and Issachar. And so now Jacob has 8 sons and 4 wives, and Leah is going to begin to bear again in Genesis 30, verse 18, and Leah said, God hath given me my hire, because I have given my maiden to my husband, and she called his name Issachar. So we see the word Issachar is H3485, and the word Issachar is Yod Shin Kaf Resh, and its meaning is there is recompense. Issachar. Issachar comes from 2 Hebrew words, H5375 and H7939. H5375 is interesting in that it's spelled in 2 different ways. Nun Shin Aleph and Nun Samak Hey. Both pronounced the same way, Nasha, Nasa, and it means to lift or to bear up or to carry. I like the part carry. Notice the primitive root says to lift in a great variety of applications, and that includes to carry away. And the last part of Issachar is 7939. Which is Shin Kaf Resh Sakar, and it means hire or wages or reward. It comes from H7936, and that is Shin Kaf Resh, again, Sakar, means to hire, and it comes from H3739. 3739 is Kara, Kaf, Resh, Hey. Says it's usually assigned as a primitive root, but probably is a special application of H3738. 3738 is Kara, Kaf, Resh, Hey. The definition is to dig or excavate. The idea is to dig or to plot. In other words, to make a contract or an agreement. We didn't read the scripture, but Issachar was the result of a deal made between Leah and Rachel over some mandrakes. And the result is that Issachar is the payment of that agreement, and therefore he brings the recompense, or he brings the payment for that trade. And going to Genesis 30, verse 20, and Leah said, God hath endued me with a good dowry. Now will my husband dwell with me, because I have borne him 6 sons. And she called his name Zebulun. This verse has many words that are in close proximity alphabetically. And so these would be endued and dowry. They're only one letter apart. And we see also dwell, which is 2082 compared to 2065. And Zebulun, which is 2074. They're all close together. And we'll look at them one by one. H2064 is Zabad, Zain, Bet, Dalet, and we see that it means, its definition is to endow or to bestow, to endow with, to bestow upon. Its primitive root is to confer. It also means to endure. The next words, 2065, Zabed, Zain, Bet, Dalet, exactly the same spelling, has a meaning of endowment or a gift. It refers back to 2064, and it means a gift or a dowry. In many cultures, the dowry is what is bestowed upon the wife, and it endures many times through the marriage. It is the wife's protection. He may be forced to keep and protect her because of her dowry. H 2082, translated into English as dwell, Zain Bet Lamed, has the meaning of exalt or honor and to dwell exaltedly. See, it's a primitive root, properly to enclose or to reside, that is, to dwell with. And that might imply the customs associated with dowry, that is, she can dwell in peace, knowing she has a monetary protection. Now come to H2074, the actual name given. We see that there are multiple spellings, but all the same pronunciation. Zebulun. English is Zebulun. The first spelling to your left, Zain, Bet, Vav, Lamed, Vav, Nun, Zabulun, most closely matches the pronunciation given Zebulun. And we see it has the meaning exalted, and it comes from the word we've already seen, H2082, Zabal, which means to exalt, to honor, or to dwell exaltedly, to reside with, to dwell.